iconic Club 47 in Cambridge once played a pivotal part in the evolution of the folk revival. Now a new documentary for the love of music, the Club 47 Folk Revival explores the history of the club.
For the Love of Music is a documentary that explores the folk music scene in Cambridge, a really pivotal time period in music history from 1958 to 1968.
Co-produced and co-directed by Todd Quaid and Needham resident Rob Stegman, the duo explored the Harvard Square coffee house that featured the talents of Joan Baez, Judy Collins, Taj Mahal, and many more. The team spent 2 years creating the film, traveling around the country to conduct 30 interviews. They also organized a special concert for the film that brought together veteran and up-and-coming musicians.
I learned about artists that I had not heard of before, or was only passingly familiar with. I really became enamored of some of the music. It really was a team approach between myself, the other producer, Todd Quaid, my writer, John Delancey, and the editor, Mark Hurd, to really take this gigantic pile of really interesting stories, pare it down into something that could be told in an hour and a half, more or less, and in a way that made sense.
The 105-minute film features unreleased recordings and rare photographs, and although the focus is on the music and the club, it also explores some of the business realities the club faced over the years, and how it served as a platform for civil rights and anti-war movements.
One guy punched me, and another one, they said a couple of racial things that I didn't remember. I mean, it wasn't important at the time. I was more concerned about being hit, and Justin and I ended up with a broken nose, sprained leg, knee, and whatnot. And they arrested me. Well, what was the charge? There was an old law, very old law, still on the books in Boston, called being abroad in the night.
There were issues with an arrest in 1962. What we call now a walking while black arrest, that really make for dramatic moments, in an otherwise, in a movie that's essentially about music. So there's real, it's not all sunshine and light, even in a music club.
For the Love of Music, the Club 47 Folk Revival will screen at the Scene Film Music and Arts Festival at Brooklyn Coffee and Tea House in Providence, Rhode Island on Friday, April 13th at 6 p.m. The film will also screen at the Boston International Film Festival on April 17th at 6 p.m. at the Lowe's Theater, AMC Boston Common.
There are people here in Needham who are performing very successfully. So they remain interested in what we then called folk, but it's still a very contemporary tale. Then at the same time, this is a very important part of musical history, not just in Cambridge, not just in Massachusetts or New England, but the ripples that come out of this really made a mark on musical history in America. I still enjoy watching the movie from beginning to end. And that's really rewarding, because it tells me that even as many times as I've seen it, there's something there.
For the Needham Channel News, I'm Natalie Guthrie.